there, my wedding planning friends, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I'm Emily Summer. I'm a wedding planner based in Montana, and I make weekly videos on wedding planning tips and advice. So today's video is another emergency kit stocking video, which I've done a couple of these before, but I like to do one every year to kind of see maybe new additions that I add to my emergency kit every year, or things that I run out of constantly, and just the things that I stock the most, so that you can know what are like the must-haves to have on your wedding day if you do not have a wedding planner that is bringing an emergency kit. So I guess first of all, if you've never heard the term emergency kit before, this is basically a collection of items that I bring to every wedding in case of emergency. So it started out as a small collection, somewhat small collection of just the bare essentials and things that I might need on a wedding day, and it has grown a decent amount. I now bring this entire case with me, which it opens up. It's basically like a makeup case that I got on Amazon. And I love it because it has all of these different compartments and it makes it a lot easier to organize and to easily access the things that I need on a wedding day. So today we are going to restock my wedding day emergency kit, and we're going to start with the things I just did my restock purchase. So we'll start with the things that I purchased today to restock, so the things that I went through last year and potentially a couple new additions for this year's emergency kit. And then I'll go through just everything else that I have in here as well. So number one, pretty much every year I lose these at some point. Somebody borrows them, I don't get them back. Every year I end up buying a new pair of scissors before the wedding season. So scissors are a must-have. Gorilla tape. I have a few different varieties of tape, and you'll see that as I get going, but Gorilla tape is something I use a lot. It's just has a lot more grip strength than other tapes and better for mounting things, or what I use this a lot is on welcome signs. If it's like a foam sign or foam poster on an easel and put outdoors, that blows away so easily. So I use this a lot, and it works pretty well to hold it down without being visible on the easel. Everybody meet Tuck. He's apparently making his appearance in today's video. Go lay down. So Gorilla tape comes in handy a lot. Next is batteries. I didn't used to keep batteries on me in emergency kit, but I did find that it comes in handy. So I usually keep, there it goes. I usually keep a pack of AAA batteries as well as AA. Sometimes there's like fairy lights that need batteries or candles that need batteries, and sometimes it's just like a faulty battery in one of these. I should never be expected to supply all of the batteries, nor should you expect your coordinator to supply a bunch of batteries for your electronic candles, whatever you need batteries for, but it's good to just have a couple extra in case anything happens. Tide to go pens. I am fresh out. I had a whole 3-pack at the last couple of seasons, but they haven't been used or dried out, so Tide to go pens I usually replenish pretty much every year. Post-its. I usually have a collection of like normal size Post-its, but I found that these mini ones actually work really well when you're just like labeling tables. Sometimes I need to label tables before a florist gets there, or some other vendor that might need to know what the tables are before they're actually set, or items that need to go on the tables, or for my staff or whatever. These little mini ones work nicely. You don't feel like you're wasting an entire large Post-it, and they're just so cute and little, and they fit in my emergency kit a lot better. So I discussed having multiple types of tape. Another type I always keep is just a regular Scotch tape size, but I get the double-sided Scotch tape. It works really well to keep pictures in picture frames secured. If you have a picture frame that has like a glass backing and you need to center the picture, double-sided tape works well for that. Or if you have any like name tags or anything that's just coming a little bit loose and needs a little bit more reinforcement, the double-sided Scotch tape is great for that. Hand sanitizer, always keep this, go through it pretty much every year, as well as a little mini sunscreen. This is an SPF 70, so this is great for like shoulders, chest, if you're outside taking pictures in the sun a lot. I just keep a little mini high SPF sunscreen in my bag as well, if for nobody else, for myself. And finally, pens. I always like to keep a collection of pens in my emergency kit. I apologize, my dog is now chewing on his bone right next to me, so if you hear a weird noise, that's what it is, but at least he's out of the way. So pens, yes, we tend to use these a lot, not only for myself or for staff that might need it during the wedding day setup, but sometimes pens go missing, or there's not enough pens for things like the guest book, or if you need a pen for signing your marriage license, I always keep some handy. Okay, so that's everything that I restocked today. I will go through and quickly show you everything that I have already in my emergency kit that I bring with me to every wedding. So in addition to Gorilla Tape, I also have Gorilla Glue, or any kind of super glue really, a Clorox wipe pad pack, Advil or some kind of ibuprofen, Tums. I always keep a pack of these command hooks. They can really come in handy when hanging signs or lights or whatever you might need hung on the wedding day. I also keep a collection of chalk markers or paint markers in case we need to fix anything or write on anything. Floral wire I've had this whole pack in here for a few years. I don't use it a ton, but it has definitely come in handy to secure things on like an arch or on a chair or anything that might need just a little bit more security. It's just this very malleable wire. Similarly, I always keep floral clippers in here as well. In addition to my regular scissors, sometimes there are stems that need to be trimmed or cut, or if I'm helping to assemble floral arrangements, just having some clippers is very handy. Tool, I always have this little spool of tool in here in case we need to hide any cords or add any extra anything to a chair, or maybe we need to hang some signs and need something that isn't just like a piece of string. Tool works well for that. More markers. An extension cord, I always keep some form of an extension cord handy just in case we need it. Most places already have that, and most things that need electrical hookups will already have an extension cord provided, but I always keep one just in case. Lighters, pretty much always have at least 1 or 2 lighters in my kit. I always have bug spray, but then I also have these bug wipes that are a little bit more gentle on the skin and don't have the intense smell that other bug sprays have. I always keep a dry shampoo as well as hairspray. Also a shave cream just in case you need to do a quick shave of the legs or you missed a spot. I always keep a little bit of shave cream to make that an easy thing to do, you know, in a bathroom sink. Claritin and Benadryl. Band-aids, whether that is for cuts or scrapes or to use to prevent blisters on shoes. Always keep sheer band-aids. This wrinkle release, it works well on most like bridesmaid fabrics if you don't have a steamer, or if you steamed your dresses and then you sat down and it has a little bit of wrinkle release. Also works well on linens. It doesn't completely take the wrinkles out, but it's a good first step to make it go a little bit quicker. Oh, I should have shown this with the shave cream. I do always keep a disposable razor in here as well. In addition to Clorox wipes, I also keep these wet ones. It's for sensitive skin. If you need to clean anything off, or if somebody has a baby and they don't have wipes or anything like that, I always keep some on hand. Lotion and a lint roller for obvious reasons. Always keep a pack of tampons. Somebody pretty much always needs them. Pepto-Bismol, nervous stomach is a real thing. As you can see, I probably could have restocked on that. I'll probably have to restock about halfway through the year this year. They get used. Cotton pads as well as Q-tips. I also keep a collection of safety pins. I have 2 different sizes that I keep. These are the larger ones. I keep some really big ones for more security, and then I also keep a pack of smaller size, standard size safety pins as well. In addition to having various chapsticks, obviously if I give this to somebody to use, it is theirs, so I tend to restock these a decent amount, but I still had a few left from last year. A finishing spray for women wearing makeup, eye drops, toothpaste, and toothbrushes. I keep a pack of disposable toothbrushes, as well as deodorant and a nail file and clipper set. I also keep floss, mints, and mouthwash, as well as eyelash glue. If you have a makeup artist, they pretty much always have eyelash glue. If you don't, and somebody forgets it or runs out, this is my just favorite brand that I feel works the best for myself, so I always keep a little pack of this in my kit as well. And finally, tissues. I restocked partway through last year, so I still had quite a bit left over, but this is something that I do go through quite a bit. I like the little individual packets because then I can just like hand them to a mother or the bride, or hand the entire packet to somebody that might need it just before going down the aisle or just before the ceremony. And then also just a collection of the sticky like command strips without the hooks in case we need to reinforce anything, or reinforce any of the command hooks with extra stickies, or use this for whatever purpose. I think that's everything. So nothing really changed that much from last year as far as bringing in new items, but I did need to restock some things. So I definitely recommend having some form of an emergency kit put together, whether that is your responsibility or your coordinators. Find out what they will have on site for you, but have some type of kit, some variation of this to have on your wedding day. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to get weekly videos on wedding planning tips and advice. We'll see you next week.